Oh, and what a sight it is. Beautiful good evening, SRL fans. It's going to be the Waikato Wolves taking on the Lions here over in... I think it is Waikato, to be honest. It's been a while since we've crossed the border and across the Tasman Sea. Eddie Oliver, as always, to the SRL Minds community. It is so exciting to be back. It's a pleasure to be on. Up in the box here this evening by your SRL Minds commissioner. Beautiful sunny time.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. I'm very excited, but this game has the makings to be one for the ages. You've got the Waikato Wolves here at home looking to redeem themselves. They did lose to the Lions in round one at the same ground, so on short turnaround they've got a chance to go back out there, redeem themselves and level the series between the Wolves and the Lions before the Central Coast. They come into this game currently undefeated, 2-0, and they want to keep that record intact. They've got a lot of star players out there, but keep an eye out for Jaden Garcia, the fullback. He's a certain X factor.
Yeah, most definitely. The Wolves having some players taken out, being moved up to the SRL as we have been taken underway. I just want to say beautiful good evening. Down onto the sideline, Ted McDonald. How's the crowd settling in for this game?
Yeah, it's a sold-out stadium here tonight in Waikato. The crowd are amped up and just can't wait for this game, honestly. It'll be a tough one.
Yeah, they definitely got up for it in Cairns, those Wolf fans. They really gave it to the Firehawks. But there's the Lions now having first possession of the ball just up over the short of the halfway. It's fourth. They're going to go right. The long ball out the back. Here goes Ross now, offloading it back onto the inside to Winchester. And this is a solid stuff from the Lions. Going to turn over possession of the ball inside here of the Wolves half, and they're going to punt it downfield. Beautiful jerseys, by the way, might add. It's going to pull up short. They're reluctant to grab at the Wolves, and he's going to take it. Oh, hang on. That's an interesting call. It's going to go out to the 20, and that's his. He played it very safe there, the winger.
Yeah, that's playing with fire, Eddie, and luckily for them, the bounce went their way. Otherwise, he looked like he was going to make a play, and that could have been a different equation off the outcome. But here you go, the Wolves, still Kaiafoa, another standout for them. Well, we spoke about the Winchesters before of the Central Coast Lions. Keep an eye out for them. They play in the spine and they control a lot of the playmaking, so they'll definitely be an X factor in this game as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Kaiafoa, that was a good run from him. He needs to step up. They've lost a few players coming into this round, as we already did mention previously, and they're going to have to step up. But Jackson was a standout last week for them. It's going to be fourth tackle now, and they're in some very good territory now here, the Wolves. Are going to go right off, again, just settling it up the middle, driven back outside of that 30-metre line. 48 metres gained here now for the Wolves. It's 5 minutes gone in the first half. They're going to put it into the pocket. Here comes the punt now from Falongo. And he's going to drive it downfield, and a beautiful tackle there by the outside backs of the Wolves, trying to pin the Lions in the corner early.
Yeah, good rush-up defence, and that was a good kick from the debutant, Marco Falongo. And yeah, the Wolves, they'll be looking to try and pin the Lions deep in their own half off this set. We know how good they are physically. They really bring a punch. They love the big contact. They love the big hit. So keep an eye out for this Waikato forward pack. They'll be trying to staunch out the Central Coast forward pack.
And Jaden Garcia, Manly Dev, he's got a lot of punch and a lot of potential in him. He'll be looking to stand out here this evening. Spreading it out wide. The Lions finishing off the set where they did originally. 45 out now from the Wolves line. They're going to set it back into the pocket for the punt downfield, and Winchester's going to deliver it off the boot downfield. Taken here by now the winger, driving it upfield for the Wolves, trying to get into the backfield. That's a solid return now there, trying to get their side back onto the front foot and turn them back around to get them out of their own territory. The Wolves fans, Ted, they're definitely getting involved in it. There's been a few brilliant individual efforts so far, and the crowd's definitely recognising it.
Yeah, the crowd are pretty ramped up here, as I said earlier. Yeah, pretty close football right now, and they're just waiting for their team to score.
And Jackson now floating it to Chick. And we brought down inside of the 40. They're set up flat down the short side now. That's where they're going to send the ball. And then off to the winger once again, outside of the 30. 60 metres gained here. That's a beautiful set from the Wolves. Let's see if they can put together a good kick chase as well. Into the pocket it goes from Maiava. Chick to punt it downfield straight towards Jaden Garcia. And here he comes for the return. The mighty fullback just needs to get around Kaiafoa, but he stands his ground well. He brings him down on the 20-metre line, and at the moment it's just set for set at the moment, Sonny.
Yeah, not much give between these two sides, Eddie. And I'll tell you what, one thing we've got to mention, the Wolves, they are missing 3 players from their last lineup. Lorenzo Teresi, Causa Carrigan, and one more. Please forgive me. I'll try and remember who it was. But yeah, three
Terry
players.
Oates? No.
No, not Terry Oates. I can't remember who it was, but it was 3 players in the 1 week, on the 1 day almost, that the Wolves had to call up some new players. Oh, 40-20 attempt from Holden Winchester. What a kick there. Sets the Lions up in the red zone.
It's the Lions' turn now. This is their best opportunity all evening so far. They've just been playing the game slowly, and a beautiful punt it was for the corner. The 40-20 got given. Oh, they might drive to the line here. The forwards. The referee wants to go upstairs. That was very anticlimactic, but they had plenty of time, and he might have gotten there. Might need one more angle, though.
Yeah, 2 in the tackle. I think it was Matt Chick and Kaya Fuller trying to stop Jack McLaughlin from barging over, but the big number 12 will score first points of the game. And I'll tell you what, I wonder if the Musgrave ended up getting up because a number 12 has scored, but not in first grade. So you might be spewing for Jack McLaughlin scoring that one. But the Lions off to an ideal start, especially on the road. You want to get first points and establish the tempo early on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Jack McLaughlin, beautiful try, and that all came off of the 40-20 from the Lions. Got them down into that prime field position, and after that, it was just a crash dive play from the forwards, and that was honestly some pitiful defence there from the Waikato Wolves, because he dragged them all along for about 5 metres, and the fans, I'm sure Ted would have been disappointed in that one. How's the benches going for both sides? Who's looking eager, and are the coaching staff impressed with how the Lions have started?
Yeah, I'm standing near the Lions coaching staff here, and they are pretty excited for the attacking set that they just had and that try. The atmosphere here from the crowd aren't too happy about that, but yeah, only 13 and a half minutes in, we can see what the Wolves do to come back.
That was a beautiful run there from Paddy Corcoran too. That's a beautiful name. Now it's going to be third tackle. They're going to go right. Winchester out the back. Garcia playing it off short. Back to another Winchester, I believe. Double Winchesters on this side by the looks of it. And that was Chevy with it. Now they're going to go left. Winchester once again off here too.
Shelby.
Shelby. I've got the team list. I've got the team list in front of me. It's still don't get it right. And now it's going to be a beautiful return here from the winger. Oh, Garcia's now neck and neck with them. Up over the halfway, 40 to go. They're still going, roaring both sides. The crowd's getting up behind the Wolves. They're 10 metres to go, and he'll be bringing them down right hand the upright. Wolves now on the front foot in the red zone. It's first. They're going to go left. It's Ben Jackson now driving it up with the ball. Right hand to the upright it is, and a dummy half. It's going to be Isso. He's going to go left. Beautiful pass, Mayava, but he's going to be brought down just inside of the 10 now. This is some resilient defence from the Lions, but they still need to hold on. Short side they go. Beautiful. He did well to hold on to the ball there, the forward. Now they're going to bring back right. It's going to be
Wakateni.
I believe he's put on his back, I believe. Oh, good call there from the referee. Call him held up.
Great call.
Excellent. Oh, great call. Now they're back up to the 10. They go right, the Wolves. Chick puts the bomb up in the air. Here come the Flyers, and he taps it back. And then the hooker's then. He's going to be brought down inside of the field of play. This is some brilliant defence here from the away side.
Yeah, Eddie, and the Lions, their defence was so good last week against the Mount Druitt Kings. They ended up holding them to 0 for about 77 minutes. So they're going to be trying to replicate that and hope that they can keep the home side to 0. But for Waikato, I spoke about it earlier, the physicality, you've got to watch out. When they start firing up, they're going to put on some big shots, so watch out. Oh, there you go!
Oh, and here we go now. It's just been turned back around, and here comes round 2 now here for the Wolves on the Lions line. They're going to go right. It's going to be Farlogo passing it, turn back over, and Winchester picks it back up. I just realised there are three Winchesters, triple threat there for them. And there's Lombardi there with the ball just short of the 30-metre line. Both sides just can't hold the ball at the moment.
Yeah, that was good rush-up pressure from the Lions, and that one could have potentially stopped points from being scored off that set. So now the Central Coast back on the attack. They'll be looking to set themselves in good field position, probably just pin a kick downfield and keep the Wolves tied into their own red zone.
Yeah, definitely now. Garcia back with the ball, trying to step around the defensive line, but I believe Chick's there to come up with a beautiful tackle. Now they go right. Back on the inside they go. It's going to be off to Winchester once again. And he'll be brought down just inside of that 40-metre line. The Lions, 20 minutes gone. They're going to put it into the pocket for the punt downfield from Winchester. And he's going to be taken here by the winger. Here they go for the return. Beautiful kick chaser was there from the Lions. Ted McDonald. It just seems they're not able to find any cohesion at the moment here, the Wolves. What have you heard anything from the coaching staff, what they want to see, how to try and turn this around before halftime?
Yeah, a few of the trainers are coming in, just telling them what to do. I've heard some of the coaching staff saying try to get a bit more experimental, try to get through the line, but hold your defense and hold that ball securely too.
And then the offload picked up there. Beautiful read there from the Lions defenders. That's Holden with the ball now. They're going to pass it off short, straight through the second rower. And Kaiafoa had to get onto his bike to make that tackle now. They're up on the 30-metre line. It's first tackle. They're set out very expansive here, the Lions. They're looking to turn it back onto the inside, but he gets ricocheted, picked up by Ross, but the ref doesn't call play that. It's still second tackle here for the Lions. Plenty of room to work with. Now they go left, back to the second rower. And Lombardi's going to be brought down inside of that 20-metre zone. 3 in the tackle to get him to ground. Now they're going to go left from Moore. And Winchester plays it short off to, I believe, what is that, Mayala? Or something around those lines. It's fourth. Now they go right, back to Lombardi again. Lombardi driving and be brought down 3 metres short. It's fifth tackle. 48 gained here for the Lions. Can they find some more points? Winchester grab a kick. Here comes Garcia. And he's brought down in the field of play. This is some brilliant defence here from the Wolves. And they had to turn it up there.
Yeah, that was goal line defence at its most desperate, and that's the sort of hustle they're going to need to play with, because the Lions, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the red zone. They have a knack for finding the goal line, so you've got to watch out. Oh, big tackle once again.
Big shot. Lombardi back with it. They're dealing it out left, right, and centre, both forwards. Now they go right. It's going to be flat-footed McLaughlin. And he's going to be held up just short of this 10-metre line now. It's second tackle. They would love a try here. The Lions from short. Straight through the lock forward. Holden's off. And the rest of the Winchesters are coming in to celebrate.
Yeah, Holden just hits pedal to the metal on that one and gets through untouched. Literally no one there to make any sort of attempt on him. Maybe they were just a bit hesitant. You got to get those ones right against the big fellas like a Holden Winchester. If you find yourself in an awkward position, you could find yourself feeling it for the rest of the week. So the Lions now, they're taking charge. And another thing to notice is they've been putting on a couple big shots. And if you remember the round 1 game with these two sides, it was the Wolves coming up with the big shots and the Lions coming off second best. So it feels like they're holding some sort of a grudge, because they're certainly playing like it out there tonight, Eddie.
You know, most definitely. Have we actually figured out if Shelby, Chevy and Holden, are they all related? Or is this just a massive coincidence?
Yeah, one big family dynasty. The new game
wow.
So yeah, they've all found themselves back in Central Coast playing alongside each other, and that chemistry will do a lot for their team.
Oh, definitely. And we've sort of spoken about in recent weeks, Sonny, how the teams that can find combinations, that can play as a group, not as individuals. And you just have the feeling, those 3 players that we did mention earlier, that the Wolves have lost due to being upgraded to the SRL. It's definitely hurting their defence and also their attacking.
Yeah, and, you know, a big part of that is in the spine. Those Winchesters, they bring a lot of chemistry, and that just does so much for your team. For the Wolves, they've lost someone like Arlo Rutherford. He was their key playmaker, so that's a huge loss. Lorenzo Teresi, their former hooker, he's gone. Causa Carrigan, sorry. One of their big bopper forwards is also gone, so the Wolves, they've got a lot to make up for on short notice.
Most definitely more there. Getting moored back into the ground up on the 40. And they're going to send into the pocket for the kick now. The Lions, not the best of kicks there from Chevy. And here comes the winger now, trying to get around Jaden Garcia, but the cover defense on the inside did well for them. Up on the 30, they're going to go right now. It's going to be offloading it here to Power, I believe? No. I've got no clue, bro. Yeah, Tapo, that sounds about right. And here they go now, getting expansive. The Wolves off to Kaiafoa, leaving somebody left for dead, but this defense from the Lions, you spoke about it. They're holding them to nil so far. The Wolves, they'd love a try. And now they're up on the 20. It's fourth tackle. 9 minutes to go in the first half, and they're going to send it off left. Long ball out here to Tapo, and they'll be brought down just up on that 10-metre line. 36 metres gain now here for the Wolves. Fifth tackle it is. They'll put it into the pocket. It's going to be Chick trying to find a grubber. Garcia, beautiful defense. The ref doesn't call a knock on. And again, this Lions defense is just holding on.
Oh, yeah, the Lions defense on that goal line is just one tough nut to crack, and you can ask the Kings how tough it was last week. So the Wolves are finding that out firsthand. It's going to take a big effort, not only to score points, but to win this one, because the Lions are a very stacked team. So the Wolves still well within this fight, but defense will be key for them here tonight.
And there's Ross with the ball just short of the 40-metre line. Fourth tackle it is now. 7 minutes to go in the first half. They're going to put it into the pocket. Winchester to punt it straight down into the throat. Kai Foa. He's going to bring it back to the 40-metre line. And they're trying to find the front foot now here, the Wolves. They're going to be driving it upfield, back onto the inside now. Just driving, using their forwards at the moment here, the Wolves, to try and find some momentum. They're going to send it left off here now to the second row once again. It's coming up to third tackle. 6 minutes to go. Ted, the Wolves would love a try here.
Yeah, as you said, the Wolves would love a try here, especially not wanting the coaches to be as angry in the sheds at half-time, because I can hear them now and they aren't happy. So, yeah, they would love a try.
They might find it. Chick, he's not going to do much. This defense of the Lions is absolutely just miraculous. They're backing up from a performance that they produced last week. And Sonny, if you can back up performances week in, week out, it goes a long way. And this is just showing how crucial it is. Here goes Holden now, roaring it upfield, 45 metres out here from the opposition line. No fullback at home, so if you get a line break, watch out. Here comes the outside backs now, trying to get involved towards the end of the first half. It's third tackle now. They're going to send it back down the short side through Moore, who delivers it off to the winger. And here's Buckley there driving up. Brought down on the 40. It's fourth tackle. Centralising it back towards the centre of the field. It's going to be Winchester handing off short here to Ross. And Ross there driving it, settling the set just in front of the sticks. Inside that 30-metre box, I put it into the pocket. It's going to be Winchester Shelby driving it downfield. And here comes the wingers once again. Look at the tackle made on him. Beautifully well done. The Lions, they're looking to finish off on a good note here on this first half.
Yeah, great stop there from Morgan Marathi in the Central Coast, holding Waikato to 0 in this first half. If they can do it off this set and head into the sheds, holding them to a goose egg, I think that's going to do a lot for their confidence and probably motivate them to step it up in the second half and keep their foot on the necks of the Wolves. But Waikato, they're doing a good job despite the losses. I think they're really well within this game, and runs like that will help them. Sateki Isa, great run inside opposition half.
Yeah, Sateki, beautiful run there from him. 30 seconds to go, and the Lions are looking to finish off here that half with the ball. And here comes Buckley for the return here for them. And a beautiful kick chase. This will be half-time here on SRL Minds TV. See you very shortly for the second half. Welcome back into the second half. SRL Minds fans live here in Waikato, across the ditch, the Tasman Sea. It's been a beautiful trip and it's been worth it so far. The Lions delivering a classic performance in the first half, showing their defensive resolve that they did last week, and also putting on some beautiful points, just showing this Waikato Wolf side just how to play rugby league in the Mines. And that's an interesting kickoff, Eddie Oliver, as always. Sunny Tai, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Lions, they just come out here and asserted their dominance right from the start. And, you know, you can't take anything away from Waikato. I think despite the losses in their roster, they've played a good game, but you can tell the chemistry is not on the same level as the Lions. So maybe it's going to take a moment of individual magic to try and spark a comeback for them. But for the Central Coast, team effort, defense has been on point, big shots, and they're finding some good line breaks that have set up a couple of try opportunities for them. So yeah, the Lions looking to try and stay undefeated in this one. Waikato looking for their first win at home of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. They will be looking for it. Buckley for the return, just trying to get around one. And as halftime progressed, Ted McDonald did get down to the sheds to have a listen into both sides to see what they had to say at halftime.
Yeah, in the home shed, the Wolves shed, the coach is pretty angry, honestly. he wants his team to get close to the line and over that line indeed, and to not let the Lions over the line. But over in the Lions shed, the coach was happy, just telling him try to keep the Wolves at nil and keep the defense and attack up, and just to win this game.
Yeah, no, most definitely no. And here comes for the return. The winger just needs to be Jason Garcia. They're neck and neck now up over the halfway. This is a familiar territory for both of these two players. And they're going to keep on driving, being brought down on that 10-metre line now. That's a beautiful kick return from the Wolves. They've had a few of those so far here this evening, but they haven't been able to find any points from it. Jackson now settling it in the middle of the field. And how's Sakateki going to direct the ruck? He's going to send it off left, driving the big forward. Two players on him. They'll put him on his back. And the referee wants to go upstairs to check it.
Yeah, that was a great line break from Junior Kamealoha that helped set Waikato up inside opposition 20. So now the Wolves, they don't want this possession to go to waste. They need a score, and they need to do it off the set, you'd have to think. So here they go. 2 more tackles up their sleeve.
And they're going to play it out the back. Mayava trying to find the line. Offload back into the inside. The second row is going to get there. And the Wolves, they're going to start off the second half just the way that the coaches would have wanted to. Anthony Lee is going to be astonished about that one. That is a brilliant start.
Yeah, cheeky fist pump and a mana wave from the Wolves mentor, Max Topoke, I think it's pronounced, alongside Anthony Lee out here as well, making the trip from NZ. Green lights here from Waikato. Home fans finally a reason to celebrate. It's taken 46 minutes to crack this Lions defence, but they've finally done it. And what a way to start off the second half for the Wolves. This will inject a lot of life into them now.
Yeah, and there's Mayava who just got around the original defender, the offload. And you got to give credit to the second row. They're sporting up on the inside, because if he wasn't there, that offload would have gone to ground and the Lions could have just picked it up. And Chick's going to put together a beautiful kick. I love the left footers. They've just got a beautiful strike and awareness about them with the ball. Beautiful strike. It's 6 points the difference here. Ted McDonald, and that is the loudest we've heard the crowd so far tonight.
Yeah, the crowd have just woken up, honestly. Seeing the try got them pretty amped up, and hopefully they can score another one or two to get them in the lead here at the home ground tonight. So yeah, let's see what happens.
It's definitely the way that the Wolves would have wanted to start. First point of the second half. Oh, that is a beautiful run from the forward. Get that in, cheer Lions fans, because they've had enough here, the Wolves, and they're looking to try and turn this around. And Anthony Lee and Max Topoke, I hope you pronounce it, my apologies. I'll get there eventually, but they've definitely, Sonny, they've just said something, and the energy now and the resilience and the guts that this side is playing with at the moment, it's looking like the right direction.
Yeah, it looks like they've tidied it up now compared to that first half, and you'd have to think the message emphasised was just take care of the footy and just rally up on defence. You're going to have to match the Lions if you want to beat them here tonight. And oh, what a run for fight on you! He'll get past!
Man, go on! He's going to be brought down on the 5 metres, 58 gain the Wolves. This is some brilliant footy here from them now. They've just got to complete. They'll put it into the pocket. Chick putting the bomb up in the air. It's nowhere near deep enough, and here come the Lions to bring down Kai Foa. 3 in there in the tackle, scrambled well. A disappointing end to the set, but there is a lot of promise here for this side.
Yeah, and all of that one. I don't know what's going on with this Lions side. It just seems like they're a bit shook now entering the second half. I think the points being put on them has now put a bit of pressure on their shoulders, but it was the line break from Pafaidangi that helped set the Wolves inside the red zone. So, like we spoke about earlier, individual moments from guys like Kamealoha and Pafaidangi have helped set up the Wolves in good position. They just need to finish off their sets. Better kicks will help them get back into this game.
Shelby playing the ball there for the Lions. Winchester plays it off short. Ross straight through. Beautiful run. Offloading back on the inside to Holden Winchester, who's got a try so far this evening. I'm sure he'd love a second. Now they're going to go right. It's Winchester playing it short to Ross. Ross being brought down just inside of that 40-metre line now, inside of the Wolves' territory. Lions with the ball. 53 gained here this set for them. They're going to send it into the pocket. And there's Chevy driving it downfield. Here comes the wingers, though. He's had a bit of space here this evening, but they wrap him up well this time. The Lions, solid kick chase there.
Yeah, and Shelby and Chevy, they're probably the best halves combo at the moment in the Mines. They've played together since the trials, so there's familiarity there, and they've got a lot of experience as well. So you'd probably be relying on the Winchesters, to be honest. And guys like Garcia to help get the Lions back. Oh, out of trouble, and hits like that will help get them spurred on for this.
Now they're going to go right. The outside backs, and Cleary's going to take a run up over the halfway there. Only 30 metres gain. This is the defence we all know that's just been shown here from the Lions, and that Farlongo's going to have to drive it downfield. Brought down inside the 10-metre line. Here comes Corcoran number 2, and he'll be brought down just outside of that 20. First tackle now. Ted, the game seems to be settling in now. The crowds are sort of just calming down and holding back, so they've got the energy to support this Wolves side and get them over the line.
Yeah, for sure. The crowd are settling down here a bit, but if the Wolves do score, we all know that the crowd will erupt. Yeah, and for sure there is no families leaving here early, and yeah.
Yeah, no, over here in New Zealand, they always love their rugby league. They'll stay to the end, win or loss. Here comes Kai Foa now for the return. Goes straight around one. And beautiful kick chase the Lions. On their own 40-metre line now, it's the Wolves. They work it down the short side. Beautiful run here from the winger, but he'd be brought down on the 45-metre line now, crossing over the halfway at second tackle. Waikato Wolves with the ball. Marva delivering it off out the back here to Isa, and he'll be brought down inside of the 40. 35 out now, it's third. They go right. Back up the middle they go here with Jackson. But they're by some strong Lions defence. On the 30-metre line now, they're going to work it back left. It's going to be taken here by the second rower, and he's going to be brought down there just on that 20-metre line. That was Tane there, got brought down. Now they're going to put it into the pocket. The switch play out the back. Farlongo, the bomb up in the air, landing 15 metres out from the Lions line, and he gets taken by the winger. But once again, Sonny, the Lions are just scrambling off of these bombs.
Yeah, they're not afraid to concede the Wolves catching the ball, but as soon as they land, it's like a pack of lions swarming to their prey. They're just there and waiting for him to take it. And I've got to give a credit to Marco Farlongo making his debut, filling in for Arlo Rutherford. I feel like he's put on some good kicks here tonight. So maybe the young debutant, he could be a standout to help get the Wolves back in this game.
Absolutely. Now they're just up over that 40-metre line's third tackle. Lions with the ball in the hand. It's going to be Chevy Winchester driving it upfield. And Chevy to be brought down just over that halfway mark. Moore goes left. Winchester linking up with Shelby Winchester. And 36 metres gained in for the Lions now on the 40-metre line. 10 metres inside of the Wolves' half. They're going to look for a good kick return. And this wing has been dangerous here now for the Wolves. But I think that they're finally just figuring him out here now, the Lions. And they've stopped him a few times in his tracks now. So good signs here for them. Beautiful ball. Nearly got intercepted too. They're playing some risky footy, and I think they might have to start doing that, Sonny.
Yeah, and Junior Kamealoha, after that line break that he got to help set the Wolves in scoring position, it just feels like they've been targeting his wing now. So maybe they're looking to shut down the wings, the outside backs, and just let the game flow through the middle. But Ewan Maiava runs like that. Waikato looking so good on attack in the second half. It's very contrasting to the first. And if they can keep it up, momentum on their side, they could be back in this game.
The captain there getting them down the field. Uemaiava, it's fifth tackle now. They're going to put it back into the pocket. 18 minutes to go. Chick trying to find a grubber. He gets it, but Ross picks it up, and he absolutely levels his opposition. The second rower goes flying here at Waikato. Now they're going to go left now. It's going to be the Lions with the ball inside their own territory at second tackle. Moore's going to send it right. Playing it back on the inside. Winchester off here to the centre. He goes straight around the initial defenders, leaving. I believe that's Chicken in his dust. And there's no fullback at home at the moment. Moore's going to go for a scoot. Unable to get the fend off. But the Lions, they're just working it downfield. They're playing someone out stuff, and it's working effectively. Now they're going to go left. Playing it out the back. Ross once again. This is some beautiful stuff from the Lions. It's fifth tackle. They've travelled 52 metres. They're 20 out now from the Wolves line. They're going to send it into the pocket. Moore delivers it. It's going to be Winchester putting the bomb up in the air. And not the best of bombs there from Shelby. And Cleary takes it beautifully.
Yeah, great catch from another debutant for the Wolves, Caelan Cleary. And yeah, the Lions, I'll tell you what, they've really been well in this game. I just can't pinpoint where it's starting to crack for them, because the Wolves, they just seem to have the momentum on their side. Maybe it's fatigue. Could be complacency considering the 12-0 lead they had at half-time, but the visitors doing a great job on the road. They just need to lock down their defense once again, and they've been doing a good job with that all night.
Absolutely. Now it's going to be fourth tackle. 15 minutes ago, they put it into the pocket. Here goes the second row now for a darting run upfield, driving getting some post-contact meters. It's 48 meters gained here now for them. They're going to put it into the pocket now, the Wolves. This is going to deliver it out dummy half. Chick, grubbering. He's done that a few times. It hasn't worked as well as that. Cleary gets brought down 5 minutes short of the line. And Ted McDonald, how are both sides doing out there? Because the ball's been in play for quite a while now. We're coming in towards the back end of the game. Who's showing the most fatigue?
Yeah, I reckon from down here, I think the Firehawks are showing a bit more fatigue, but both of these teams are tired and would want, as I say that, they make a bit of a line break, but yeah, both teams would want a bit of a stoppage in play just to get a catch of their own breath, and some pretty hard-hitting football as they make another line break.
Yeah, the Lions, maybe a strategic kick into touch to try and just stop the play for a while to get a bit of a break. But Winchester's just going to take it up. And out of all of the plays that you could use to try and catch your breath, I think that's the worst one of them all, just running it straight into the opposition's defensive line.
Yeah, it can be frustrating, Eddie, especially inside the red zone. Maybe it was a tactical tackle option from Shelby, not risking a kick return and rather just pinning the Wolves deep inside their own red zone. But with just over 10 minutes to go, Waikato, they need to get a wriggle on now. Time is running out. They're still inside their own half of the field on third tackle now, so they need to come up with something, a moment of magic. Who could it be? It might be Kamealoha, but he's read well in the defensive effort.
Yeah, Kamealoha there, being brought down just up on the halfway now. And here goes the second row, beautiful run. And Jordan Garcia picks him up and not sure the second, the lock forward there picks up the ball. Josiah there, just on the inside of that 30. And the punt kick here now from Chick to drive it downfield. But here comes Buckley now, just needs to beat the fullback. He does, the cover's coming up on the inside. That's a beautiful tackle there made by Josiah. He just absolutely drove him down. My apologies, it's not Josiah, but the winger did a beautiful job.
Yeah, Ross Buckley, another debutant for the Central Coast. A good line break from the English outside back, and a run like that has set the Lions up in good field position, already shy of the red zone third tackle. They could seal the game right here, Eddie. And Central Coast, if you're a Central Coast fan, you want them to score off this set right now and try and put this game to bed.
8 minutes to go. It's fourth tackle. They're inside the 20. Holden, he's just going to drive it straight in front of the sticks. The bomb for the corner, just to pin him and back your defense. You never know. But it's going to be Shelby to put in the grubber, and he gets picked up by Josiah, who's there to save the day. 15 meters out from their own line. It is now or never. Waikato Wolves, get behind your side because they're trying to get home. This is a beautiful run from the second rower now. They're inside of their own 40, only first tackle. Plenty of room to work with. Garcia sit out to the right. That's where they're going to go. My apologies, it's a foul. He'll be brought down just 7 meters short of the halfway now. Second tackle. Playing the ball. Isaac's going to send it off left, and it's going to be Josiah once again. The lock forward's putting together a beautiful set. He saved them off the grubber kick, and now he's getting them downfield into some crucial field position. Back on the inside to Jackson, working it with the forward still here now. It's the Wolves. It's fourth tackle. The set out to the left-hand side for the second row is going to settle the play down. If your halves need to stand up, Chick, you want to get involved in this, my friend. You've put in a few grubbers. This might be... How about Josiah? Go on, son! He's there! The lock forward, he's put together a masterclass.
What a try!
Him.
Josiah Perfidani, he could be the hero of Hamilton. He might have just very well saved the Wolves in this game. TBC live replay, bit of commotion. Matt Chick gets the grubber, and it just ends up stagnant in the traffic of boots there. And Perfidani showing great awareness, never giving up, never falling off on his task, and right through the middle he goes untouched. Eddie, what a game we've got here from Hamilton, 10-12. Matt Chick with a chance to lock this one up. And is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he does. Straight over the middle. Someone's going to be happy taking that free footy home tonight. And Matt Chick pumps the fist. 12-all is the score. This is the stage that has been set for your final game of round 3. Eddie, it's all on the line. It's do or die. You don't want to miss it. This is going to be a huge finish.
Talk about it being amazing, getting among it. Ted McDonald, I hope that you're down there with the fans, Chahuan or whoever you're supporting, but what's the atmosphere like?
Yeah, the atmosphere here is crazy. The try just then, was a pretty wild try, in my opinion. And the fans here in Waikato, Yeah, they have no plans on leaving this stadium at all, I reckon. Just after that try, just a ruckus here.
And just make sure the security guards keep it under control though for the rest of the game. Now they're going to pass it out the back, and Josiah's going to pick up the crumbs. That could have been very bad
They could
there
go
for the
for
Wolves,
40-20.
but they're going for the early kick actually.
Oh!
Oh no, shocker! And that's Shelby Winchester picking up the ball. They're gonna. What are they going to do here? It's 2 minutes to go. You could go for the field goal. Back on the inside, Garcia. They're definitely within range here, the Lions, but I'm just not sure what they're planning. They're going right. They're lined up. Winch Holden just holds on to it. You would want to kick the field goal. Minute and a half to go. They're set out to the left-hand side. Moore delivers it. It's going to be Ross, the forward. He's not thinking it. They're trying to go try here now, the Lions. Moore, you need to bring it back to the center of the field. They're going left. That's not the right way. Mayaba. Oh, hang on. He might get there.
Oh!
Hang on a second. They're going up to the box. They're thinking something that we weren't. Oh.
What an effort from Maverick Mailia. I think that's going to be the try to win the game for the visitors. That looks undisputable. And there you go. Green lights from Hamilton. The Central Coast. They are on the brink of breaking Waikato hearts once again. And the comeback, it was on. You got to credit the resilient effort of the Wolves under strength. But they had no excuses. They put 13 players out here that played with their heart on their sleeves. But the Lions are going to come away with a win here from Waikato. You'd have to think, barring an absolute tragedy. What a conversion from Chevy Winchester. And that one should be enough to see the Lions off home with a win, Eddie. 3-0 start to the season, and the Central Coast remains undefeated.
Well, there are two possibilities that could potentially happen off this kickoff. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just let the game play itself out. We've got about 10 seconds to go. The Lions, they put together a stellar performance, and right at the death, they just took it away out of the grasp of the Wolves. There they go. They're going to. Winchester's just going to send the Hail Mary pass to the man who got the win, Maverick. And that's full time. And our Central Coast Lions fans, stand up proud, stand up tall, because your side is won it at the death, and they've shown you why they're a force to be reckoned with in this competition, the Mines, this season.
Yeah, the Lions 3-0 start to their season, and tonight's game has capped off an incredible night of SRL Mines footy. There's probably going to be a few with some heart problems after tonight, because that's how close and tight these games were. 18-12, Central Coast over the Waikato Wolves. And Eddie, I'll let you break down the stats here.
You know, absolutely. 18 points to 12. There's only 6 points in it. The try there from Josiah tied it up with only a few minutes to go, and then they decided to go for the early kick, the 40-20. It didn't work out for them. Falunga, shocker off the boot. And that's really what just did tell the difference here this evening. Errors 5 to the 2. The Lions had a few more, but they had to make less tackles. They did make less line breaks, but it was just the amount of tackles and the amount of defense the Wolves got put under early really did fatigue them coming back in towards that back end of the second half. So you got to look at individual stats here for the Waikato Wolves. And just putting together a stellar performance, the winger, Junior. 7 line breaks, 281 running meters, 3 tackles as well. He was just constantly turning them back around, getting the Wolves into good field position. But Sonny, as you're saying, new combinations, very under strength here this evening, the Wolves. So they weren't able to really take much advantage of that good field position.
Yeah, and you know, losing 3 key players in your lineup and still putting up the fight that they did, I think the Wolves did a great job. They really have to be proud of this performance. But Kame Aloha, he was the X factor for Waikato. His line break in that second half helped open up their first try of the night, and just 19 shy of 300 run meters. That's a great effort.
Definitely.
But yeah, the defense as well.
Just a special mention. Yeah, you're reading my mind. 23 tackles. Josiah, 2 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, 154 running meters in a try. That is a lock performance if you're ever going to see it. That's as good as you'll ever see from a lock, especially in the Mines. He just played his guts out.
Yeah, and another one to keep an eye out for is Jackson and Vakateni. Defensively, combining for nearly 50 combined tackles made, and only 2 missed from Benny. So, you know, some good signs here from this Waikato side. I can't wait to see what they can bring for the rest of the season. I don't think they should take this loss too much on the chin, because you know, circumstances outside of their control, and they still put up a hell of a fight, but take nothing away from the Central Coast Lions. What a game it was from the Medi. Plenty of standouts here. I'll let you run through there.
Oh no, definitely there. The hooker Joey Moore putting together a stellar performance, 21 tackles, 0 miss, and also a try assist to his name. But then it was just some of the outside backs in the halves. The Winchesters put together a beautiful performance. Holden playing up at lock. He got a try for himself. He kicked for 149 metres as well. 130 running metres too. You got Maverick, who got the game-winning try as well, playing up in the forwards. And then you got Shelby and Chevy. The combination between these three players really just put it together here this evening. And Ted McDonald, the Winchester brothers are really just showing what family heritage and family combinations can really do for a side if you're all together.
Yeah, I know a bit about playing with family, and yeah, it's super important. And the Winchester family proved it here today.
You know, they absolutely did. They proved it all against the odds. Starting off their season 3 points to 0 up here at Waikato over in New Zealand. But thank you all very much for joining us here. Eddie Oliver, as always, joined by your commissioner, mine's Commissioner Sonny Tyre. And thank you very much to Ted McDonald down the sideline, getting us that brilliant coverage as always. But I can't wait to see you next time here on SRL Mines TV for more SRL Mines action. We'll see you next time.